So this is just a video on how to make the Holy Family Chaplet. You first have to get your string, and this is 4.5 feet long, so 54 inches. And you could have multicolored beads or just have one type of bead. To start the knot, we have to first measure the string as the same size as the stick. So this is where we want our first knot, because for the chaplet you actually start here and then go all the way around and then end off with the metal. So to start the knot, you're gonna make an X. So the short end is on the left and the long end's on the right. So you see the X. So that's one wrap. We're gonna do this 3 more times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And make sure it's like all clean on the other side and it's like not overlapping each other. Now you're gonna get the long part of the string. Make sure to hold it with your index finger so that it doesn't unravel. You're gonna put this string through from the bottom of the knot, and you're gonna pull this all the way out. You're gonna take it off the stick, and all you're gonna do is just pull the knot, and it comes out pretty nicely. I would practice this knot a few times with a shorter amount of string just to practice, and it doesn't have to look perfect every time. See, some of my knots here are not the cleanest, but some of them do look better than others. So now we start beading. So with the chaplet you start with 3. You start with 3 colors. And a lot of people, when they pray a chaplet or a rosary, they want a little bit of give for the beads so that you can move it while you pray. So we're gonna do that same knot again. So make the X, and now 1, 2, 3. And put the long string through. Here it's a little tricky, you can't just pull it, because if you do, you'll have like an inch of room from the bead. So you kind of have to guide the knot. So sometimes I like to roll it between my fingers and then just move it down. And see, it's about like half a bead's length to a bead of room so that you can just move it while you pray. Do the next color. With the single beads, you can just make it pretty tight next to it, and it'll just be good by itself. So again, the same knot over and over again. 3. And just feed it through. So here, and there you go. I'm going to continue this until I finish 5 Hail Mary bead triplets and then 4 Our Fathers. So I'm going to essentially do this entire thing and I'll be back. Now I finished the longest part of the chaplet, so there's 5 sets of triplet beads and then 4 single Our Father beads. So now we have to put the 2 ends together and make a knot to bring this into a closed area. So we'll do the same thing. Make sure that they line up to the best of your ability. So we're gonna make an X. We're only gonna wrap it once more. So it's only gonna be wrapped twice because there's 2 strings. And you're gonna weave both strings into the back of the knot, like so. You're gonna do the same thing, so you're just gonna pull on both strings with even strings. It's okay if it doesn't look very perfect because the knot is still really secure. Now this is just going to be left to cut and burn later, and we're going to be working the rest of the chaplet on the long string. And now for the last knot, you're just going to weave your last single bead. And the Holy Family medal, it doesn't matter what side you put it in first. Then you're going to get your stick. So here's a little tricky. I like to give myself maybe a centimeter or 2 of room when you make the knot. And you're going to put both strings over the stick and then only make an X and loops with the long one. So see how it makes the first X over both strings? So you're going to do it 3 more times. And then just go and finish it off. Then you just finish it off how you've been doing the rest of the knots. And that's it. And then for the ends, I would leave a very tiny amount of string, like just about here. Just about, maybe a little less than that, like there. Then you're gonna get your match or just your flame. You're gonna burn the end for like 2 seconds and then just tap really quickly so you don't burn it yourself. Just same for this. And then there's the Holy Family Chaplet.